Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily, and today I am going to be doing the try a chapter tag. So I saw my friend Carly over at Carly Reads do this. I will link her video down below so you guys can watch it, but basically she took a bunch of fantasy novels and she read like a chapter of each just to kind of see what she thinks. So as you know, it is Classics-a-thon right now. I have read 3 classics, and I'm kind of in a bit of a reading slump. I've been listening to this series on audio, and I ran out of credits, so I can't listen to the next book in the series for another couple of days, and there's nothing that I want to read. So I went to Costco yesterday, and I've never been to Costco before. I don't know if that's strange or not. Everyone I know just loves Costco, and I was like, I've never been. But they have like really good deals on books, so I bought 3 books, and I'm just going to try a chapter of each and see which one I want to read and which one will hopefully bring me out of my reading slump. So I have the books right here, and I will just go through them quickly with you guys. The first book that I have is The Library of Lost and Found. This is by Phaedra Patrick. From what I know about this book, it's like about a librarian. She just kind of has like a normal life, and then a book of fairy tales, or like just a book of fairies. I don't know. Comes on her doorstep, and it's like either written by her grandmother, or like her grandmother like signed it or something, and then she's like, my grandma might still be alive, and kind of goes on an adventure from there. I've had this on like my Goodreads want to read, and I guess at some point I knew what it was about, but I saw it yesterday and didn't remember what it was about, read the description, and I was like, okay, cool. This next one I was kind of iffy about, but it is The Lost Girls of Paris by Pam Jenoff. I think it's set during one of the 2 wars. Maybe I should check that. Set in 1946, so just after World War II. Basically, this woman is at a train station, and she finds a suitcase full of photographs and just like takes it and figures out they're like, I think they were like all female spies from the war, and she wants to find out what happened to them. And I'm really, really interested in World War II, so I think that I will love this one. This third one I had to get because it's so like all of the books that I buy on my Kindle and on iBooks. I read a lot of cozy mysteries, and there's this one series by Susan Kiernan Lewis, and it is like set in France, and so is this one. So I got Serena Kent's Death in Provence, and it's basically like this woman moves to France, and then someone is killed, and there's like a love interest in the mayor, and she has to do some sleuthing. It's literally like my kind of novel, so I'm really excited. So basically, I'm just going to sit here and read the first chapter of each one and see what I think. Okay, so I read the first chapter of each of these, and I will just go through one by one and talk about what I thought. The main character in this book is not what I expected. I assumed that it would be like a very uptight, organized librarian, and she's actually kind of scatterbrained, and I think she's actually just a volunteer. I don't know that she's actually a librarian, but this book captured me from the first sentence. Even though she's not what I expected, the main character is super, super lovable, and the plot is really interesting. This is exactly what I expected it would be. It is a recently divorced woman, and she has given her whole life to her ex-husband and her 2 stepchildren who are kind of the worst. And then she sees a house and it's for sale, and she knows like she has to have it, but she's like, no, I can't move. And by the end of the first chapter, like, we know she's gonna buy it, even though the last sentence she's like, absolutely not. But the reason I looked so shocked while reading it is because it starts with a prologue, and the prologue is like once she's moved into the house, and it's just like she knew it wasn't her fault that she didn't know there was a body face down in the pool, and I was like, sorry? So that was really interesting. It's what I expected it would be, and it's really good. Then lastly, we have The Lost Girls of Paris, and this one is not what I expected to be. She lost her husband in the war, and the way she finds this suitcase with the photos is she's coming back from a one-night stand, and then there's a car accident, so she has to go to Grand Central Station, and she does that, and then she sees a suitcase and opens it up and accidentally cuts herself on an envelope, and then looks in the envelope and there are photographs. And then, instead of taking the whole suitcase, which is what I thought, she literally just steals the envelope. She just, like, shoves it in her purse, and she's like, alright, let's go. And I was like, ma'am, that is not your property. But, yeah, I guess, I don't know if she's, like, a social worker or something. I'm not really sure. That's kind of the vibe I got, but I think this one will be really interesting, too. So now we have these 3 books for me to choose from, and I have decided which one I want to continue reading today. I am going to keep reading The Library of Lost and Found. This one hooked me right from the very first sentence, and I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books or heard of them and what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and hit the subscribe button down below if you want to see more of what I'm doing. That's it. Bye!